Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Got another knife video for you, and today I thought I'd go over all the knives I've gotten so far this year, 2021, the first half of the year, January through June. I actually got 20 different, 20 knives so far this year, and I like them. I like all the ones I've gotten. Um, I bought 17 of them myself. 3 of them I won in giveaways. So I'll go over those and when I get to them. But yeah, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on each one. I'm basically just going to show them. Maybe tell you what blade steel it has or something. Move on. Try to keep this video a little bit shorter than my normal videos. I ramble on and on about knives. But yeah, try to get through this quick. I'm just going to hopefully I just show them and don't go off on a tangent. But yeah, so in January I got 4 knives, and the first one I got was one I wanted for quite a while, just never pulled the trigger until I saw this model, and it's the CRKT Squid. This is Blade HQ exclusive with the green micarta scale, stone wash, finish, D2 blade, and yeah, it's a pretty sweet little EDC knife. I know why these are so popular now, the Squids. They're just a cool little knife. It's a Lucas Burnley design. So yeah, finally got a CRKT Squid, and I like the micarta scale on it. But yeah, that was the first one I bought. The second one, I like all these knives. There's no doubt about it. But I got my first Finch. This is the Cimarron, and I got 2 Finches. I absolutely love them. They're awesome knives. This thing is so sleek looking. But yeah, it's a flipper. I love how the blade just disappears into the handle. Can't even see it. Yeah, the action in this is awesome. Check that blade out. 14C 28-inch blade. I don't know if my camera's focusing on the knife, but the crest right there glows in the dark. Layered G10, tan and green G10 backspacer. Nice little titanium clip. Carries excellent pocket. Just an awesome knife. Feels really good in hand. Yeah, that's my first Finch. First of many, I'm thinking. But that was the second one. Third one is Kizer Latvian Mini. And really the reason I bought this was the color. It was Boba Fett color, so that's why I bought it. Plus, it's a front flipper and has a small back flipper. D10's dialed in. Pretty awesome deep carry pocket clip. But yeah, check the colors on this thing. The colors is what sold me on it. I saw it, I'm like, oh man, that's a Boba Fett knife. So I went ahead and I just bought it. But yeah, Kizer Latvian Mini. They have another model that black scale with a white stripe. I'm not sure what the backspacer is. That might be white, but that's pretty cool looking too. So that was the third one. The last one for January, which was actually, I believe, the second knife I ordered, but Blade HQ emailed me and said inventory was wrong, it's out of stock, here's $10, here's a refund plus $10 credit. I'm like, okay. And a week later it was back in stock. But it's the Kizer Swag's Swayback button lock. See Swag's name on the pocket clip. Yeah, flipper, great action. Also, thumb studs, which I think actually work better, but the sway back design actually just works when you're using it. You got it in hand. It fits my hand pretty good. I was a little concerned about the sway back at first, but I mean, nice drop shutty, so I can thumb flick it left-handed. Yeah. Wharncliffe design blade. I like Wharncliffe blades. This is my first one, and I have a few now. I really like them. But yeah, this is N690 steel, G10 scales. Gotta dig the purple. I like the purple. But yeah, Kizer Swag's Swayback. That was the last one I got in January. And in February, I won a giveaway. Got 2 knives, a hank, some swags, a little work sharp micro sharpener tool thing. It's got a couple 3 bits in it. That was pretty cool, but pretty cool knives too. And I won them from Ethan Ruins EDC. And I'll link his channel down below. Young guy, is doing videos. He's got an Instagram account, same name. He just went in boot camp. I believe he joined the Navy. But yeah, he just left, so you know, go to, you know, follow the link, go to his channel, find his like last video, leave a comment, you know, wish him good luck. He deserves he's a good young guy. But yeah, so he did a 100 subscriber giveaway in February, and I won it. It was pretty cool. So one of the knives was the Ruger CRKT LCK. It was a sold by Ruger, and it's a budget knife, 8CR, 13 MOV steel, FR and handles, but it's a pretty cool little knife. Like the Finch, it's long and thin. It's got a forward finger choil that is just big enough for my fat finger, and it's not drop shutty, but it deploys excellent, has good detent, feels really good in hand. This thing has like a super deep carry pocket clip, if you can see. Nice deep carry pocket clip, works. Got these ribs on the FRN for grip. Pretty cool knife. Now CRKT came out with a new model, and it's spring assisted, and the handle, the pattern on the handle is different. But yeah, this one they don't make anymore. So I'm glad I won. I'm glad I got a chance to have one, because I actually watched a few videos on this, and when they came out, people really liked them. So yeah, this is the Ruger CRKT LCK. Awesome little knife. Pretty lightweight. It's not skeletonized or anything on the inside, but I like the blade. So that was one knife I won from Ethan. Next one's cool. I didn't have one, I bought one, and then I win another one. But yeah, he gave away another CRKT Squid, but this is when he modded. He took it apart, stone washed everything. Just pretty cool. This is 8CR 13 MOV blade. Like I said, he stone washed the entire thing. Backspacer, the clip. He tried to flame anodize the screws. I think it's pretty cool looking. So, and just the fact that he personally, worked on it, did the stone wash, I think that's cool. This one will stay in my collection. If I get rid of a squid, it'll be the other one, the D2 micarta one. I'll keep this one. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't have a squid, always wanted one. Then within a month or so, I ended up with 2 of them. Yeah, so that was 2 that I won from giveaway. Besides those 2, I bought 3 other ones, and pretty cool. 2 of them I really like, and the next one is Dealer Finch, which I just absolutely love this knife. It is the Holiday. Awesome flipper. I mean, straight down the center. Got black linen micarta scales. Also has the crest that glows. And this is named after Doc Holiday, and it's kind of mimicking the Dr. Knife pattern. It's old school looking, it's kind of modern traditional, and it's another Warncliffe, and I really like that. You can see it's a bolster lock, titanium, cool looking titanium pocket clip. But yeah, the Finch Holiday. This thing gets carried. I carry this all the time. There for a while, I had a internal struggle with myself every day to not carry this and carry something else. That's how much I like this one. My lighting's not that good. Hope you can see the knife good. But yeah, the Finch Holiday feels good in hand. Again, you get that bottom side of the flipper tab. You can choke up on, jimping on top, and the fit and finish on this thing's excellent. Love this knife. So that's the Finch Holiday. If you don't know Finch knives, go check those guys out. They got some awesome knives, and they're coming out with new models. And the next knife is another cool knife. It's kind of a modern traditional style, and it's from Asher Knives. This is the Flashback. This is one of their less expensive models. None of their knives are over $100. I mean, they're putting out some awesome knives for under $100. This thing's like $40, just under 40. This has 12C 27N steel. Check the stone wash out on that. That's awesome. Clip point G10 scales. These are gray. It's got a natural G10 backspacer. Awesome little deep carry pocket clip. This is right hand tip up only. The action on this thing is breaking in excellent. One little flick and it shuts. And it's a lightweight, small blade, so the weight of the blade's not going to close. You gotta help it a little bit. But this thing's lightweight. It's like 2.4 ounces, if I remember correctly. 3-inch blade. This is kind of taken over for the bug out. I usually carry my Benchmade bug out, when I got like basketball shorts on and I'm bumming around the house and it's hot. I've carried this a lot more this past month, way more than the bug out. This little guy's done some work in our bathroom remodel, and I cut stuff that I probably shouldn't cut with it. And 12C27N steel, holding up. It's holding up pretty good. But yeah, the Asher Flashback. Again, like I said, it's kind of modern traditional. It kind of looks like, it's kind of taken after the Barlow pattern. The handle and the little clip point, just like my Rough Rider one. They resemble each other a lot. But yeah, the Asher Flashback. It's like $39.99. Awesome knife. And the next one is a White Mountain Knives exclusive. And I had the small. I didn't have the large or the regular size. And I always wanted it. And it's the CJRB Feldspar. So, like I said, it's a White Mountain Knives exclusive. It's got the deep or double red coral micarta scales. Man, this is awesome. Like I said, I had the mini green micarta one, and I like that. I really like that. But this one, the bigger one, is pretty awesome. It's just a classic, clean design. Action is excellent on this thing. This one is almost drop shutty. Thumb studs, deep carry pocket clip. This is D2 steel. But yeah, pretty awesome knife. I really like the large Feldspar. Fits good in hand. It's really comfortable. Really, don't have. That's kind of more of a glorified, big sharpening choil. You can choke up. My finger's a little big for that, but I've done it. But yeah, just an awesome knife. And again, I don't know the price of this one, but CJRB, their budget brand of Artisan, can't go wrong with them. Yeah, this was a White Mountain Knives exclusive with this color handle scales. But yeah, the large CJRB Feldspar. I really dig it. So, moving on. That was January and February. Moving on to March. I won another giveaway. And the giveaway was on Nice Fast first live stream. So, he did a giveaway on his first live stream. And I won the first one. And it's actually a pretty cool knife. It is with armor, and it's the Draw. It's a Dylan Mallory design, D2 steel. Check out the clip point. Yeah, got a blue backspacer, hidden lanyard post, G10 scales. The action on this is almost purely drop shutty. Get it past a detent. Just closes. Rockets right out. You can't. I don't think you can fail this. I mean, there I just did. But you gotta be purposely trying to fail it. Otherwise, you put a little effort into it, thing rockets right out. Yeah. Blue pocket clip. Blue hardware. Looks pretty cool. It's not a deep carry clip, but it works pretty good. Yeah, this is a with armor. Get it to focus. With armor, Draw, DRO. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool knife to give away. I like it. That blade, it's wicked looking, isn't it? But yeah, so I won that from Nice Fast. I'll put a link to his channel down below also. Go check him out. He's moved up pretty fast. Last I know, he was like 1,600 subscribers, so he's growing. He does a live stream every Monday night, or most Monday nights. They're fun. But yeah, I showed the 3 that I won. So, March, I only bought 2 knives. Two awesome knives. I like these knives a whole lot. And the first one is a CIVIVI. And it's the first CIVIVI I bought for the year. And it's the Brazen. This is the Tanto one, and this thing is pretty awesome. Reminds me a lot of my Backlash, CIVIVI Backlash, but awesome black wash blade, Tanto action on this thing. It's almost just pure drop shotty. Got flipper tab, action's excellent, detent's good on the flipper tab. Thumb studs, again, opens excellent. Nice deep carry pocket clip. G10 backspacer with lanyard hole. G10 scales. I like the burgundy color. The burgundy and black I think is cool looking. But yeah, the CIVIVI Brazen. They did come out with a drop point version of it. And, well, I want that really bad. But you know, it's the drop point is just going to be so similar to the Backlash, and I have a Backlash that I really, really like. I may get one someday, but not for a while. But pretty cool. The CIVIVI Brazen Tanto. I mean, it's dead center. Can't beat it. But yeah, first CIVIVI of the year, and one of the 2 knives for March. Now, the second knife I bought, I like way more than I thought I would. I don't, CRKT, I like the squids. I have a couple other ones. They're okay. But the PLR3 totally surpassed my expectations. This is a D2 version. It's got the bronze backspacer. They have an 8CR 13 MOV version, and I think it has like aluminum backspacer. But this thing is freaking awesome. This is one I carry a ton. I abuse this knife. D2 steel, like I said, G10 scale, stainless steel frame lock, pocket clip, you got your lanyard hole, and a backspacer, forward finger choil. The ergos on this are just excellent. Yeah, and you can't beat it. Rides on their IKBS bearings, and on this side, like the other PLR models, it's a Voxinus design. Just freaking action on this thing's remarkable. Thumb open it, reverse finger flick it, middle finger flick it. I can ring finger flick this. My hands are getting sweaty, but I can even pinky flip this. The action is excellent. The only drawback to this is I thought the action was good. When I got it out of box, the action was pretty good. I got looking at it, and I could see it was dirty, so I said I was going to drop it. But so I'm going to take it apart and clean it. And what a SOB. That pivot screw had thread locker in it, high strength thread locker. I had a heck of a time getting it off. I twisted a cheap T8 bit. I kind of screwed up the pivot screw a little bit. But I got it apart. I cleaned it. It was dirty. Put a little oil in it, put it back together. I mean, centering's still good. And the action was, I was pressing on the frame lock bar there. But after I cleaned it, the action was way better. I didn't think it could get any better. But like I said, this thing just drops shut. That and the ergos on this thing are just excellent. I mean, man, you can do some work with this. I absolutely carried and used the crap out of this knife. The only issue, that high strength thread locker in the pivot, that was not fun, but that's the only thing, the only thing I can complain about. Awesome knife. CRKT, they should put every knife out like this. They're so hit and miss in my experience, and this one is a total home run. So if you're looking to get a PLR, like I said, I don't have none of the other models. This is the first one I've gotten, and I really dig it. I love this one. Carry that all the time. So that's it for March. In April, I bought one knife, and it's another CIVIVI, and there was a lot of contention over this knife, and it's the button lock Elementum, and I think this is just a beautiful knife. That blue shredded carbon fiber, man, it's just awesome. Like I said, this is the button lock one, so you have the button. You have to push the button, flick it to deploy it, like that. And that's what a lot of people didn't like. You know, there's legality issues in many places over this, and even where I am, New York State, this is a little iffy, but I have it, and I think it's just awesome knife. Do I wish it had a flipper tab and it was a regular style button lock? Yeah, I think that would have been better, but even this, I mean, I can do the button lock dance too. But yeah, I don't mind the button lock. I'm used to it. This has a Damascus blade. That's awesome looking. But other than the button lock being the only way to deploy it, which I have more trouble shutting it without it bouncing than deploying it. Nice deep carry pocket clip. The hidden lanyard post in the back spacer, I dig that. But yeah, if you don't know what the button dance is, go watch Lefty EDC's video on it. But yeah, the button lock Elemental, I dig that carbon fiber, the handle on this, the Damascus blade, and this was actually my first carbon fiber handled knife, first Damascus. So yeah, I like the button lock Elementum. It's larger than the regular Elementum. Excellent size. I wish they come out with a regular Elementum flipper liner lock in this size. That'd be excellent, because I do like the Elementum. But yeah, that blue in the scale, man, I dig that a lot. So that was the only thing I bought in April. And May, I only bought one knife, and it's another CIVIVI, and it's the Imperium. Another shredded carbon fiber. This has copper flake in it, flex in it. This is pretty cool. This is a front flipper. Excellent, easy to use front flipper. Plus it has thumb studs, which I muffed up. But yeah, excellent action either way. That was totally my fault, but man, again, I dig that carbon fiber. This is just black stonewash. This is Nitro V steel blade. It's my first Nitro V steel knife that I've gotten. I mean, action's good. so far, I'm liking the Nitro V. It's holding up good. Again, you got G10 backspacer with a hidden lanyard post. I like that design. I always gripe about lanyard holes screwing up the pocket clip. When they sacrifice a deep carry pocket clip, they have a deep carry clip on something, and they put a lanyard hole above it and destroy the deep carry pocket clip. Like this. Got a deep carry fold over clip. Then you gotta have it down so far and you put a lanyard hole above it. I guess that's the second. That and the red thread locker on the CRKT LR3. The only things I don't like about it. But they did it right on this one. Carbon fiber. This comes in micarta and a G10. Now the carbon fiber is right hand tip up only. The other ones you can reverse left or right hand. But the CIVIVI Imperium, awesome knife. Carried this a ton. I love carrying this. Rides excellent down in your pocket. No flipper tab here to rub your hand on. Yeah, but just check out that scale. This has a resin coating over it. Makes it shiny. Also makes it awful smooth. But when you got it in hand, you can choke up on this also. You're locked in. It's locked in. It's not going to go nowhere. So that was the only one I bought in May. June, I've got quite a few. And the next one is in a folder. It's a fixed blade. And if you've seen any of my videos past month, I rave about this knife. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time. But it is the Artisan Cutlery Sea Snake Mike Emler design. I didn't bring the Kydex sheath out, but comes with an awesome sheath, same color as the scales on the knife. Again, a Wharncliffe blade, awesome finger choil, choke up on. It's lightweight. I carry it. I bought soft belt loops for the sheath. I carry it right here on the front left side of my belt buckle. And I've carried this thing almost every single day since I bought it. And I bought it on June 1st, so a few days later I got it. Absolutely dig this knife. I was looking for a small fixed blade at EDC, and I didn't think I'd be carrying it every single day, and I pretty much have. This has AR RPM 9 steel, and check out the grind, full flat grind. Nice Wharncliffe blade. Nice, it's a thin handle, but yeah, it feels good in hand. Even all the way back, I get 3.5 fingers on it. But choke up on this forward finger choil, all 4 fingers. Awesome. So yeah, I carry it on my belt. I bought those belt loops, but comes with a paracord lanyard. It's intended to be a neck knife, and the Kydex sheath, it fits in the Kydex sheath perfect. It's not going to fall out on you if you carry it that way. I don't really do neck knives, so that's why I carry it on my belt. And I love using this. So thin and slicey. It's remarkable how slicey this thing is. I've cut all kinds of stuff with it, and so far all I've done is I've stropped it, and it brings it back to life. Thing's still razor sharp. But yeah, I got the Sea Snake fixed blade. that I really like. Next one is another knife that I wanted for a long time, just never bought for one particular reason, and it's the CIVIVI Praxis. Now the reason I didn't buy it any time before, I didn't like the gold liners. Hated them. I thought they looked gaudy. I thought they were like a gas station knife. Then I happened across this one, OD green, black wash blade. I mean, it's kind of more tactical looking, but yeah, I really like the looks of this thing. This is one of probably my largest folder. And this has 9CR 18 MOV steel, CIVIVI's black wash blade action on this thing. Not quite drop shutty, but it's close. Flipper, liner lock, deep carry pocket clip, backspacer, a lanyard hole in the backspacer, that's okay. And ergos on this are excellent. Like I said, it's a pretty big knife. I've carried it quite a bit since I've gotten it, but not as much as I'll probably carry this a lot more in, winter time. But summertime, it is big and on the heavy side. So yeah, I haven't carried it all that much, but a fair amount. And the Praxis is one of the first 4 models they came out with, and it's still good by today's standards. What they're putting out now. Yeah, this holds up. $42.50 for this. Cannot beat it. I'm glad I finally got a Praxis. I'm glad I waited long enough to come across this colorway. And the liners are black, all the hardware is black, the OD green. I think it looks good. Okay, so next knife was another knife I've always kind of looked at and wanted and just never got. And it's a Cold Steel Mini Toughlite. This thing is pretty small. You got like a 2-inch blade, 1.5 inches or so cutting edge, but what an awesome utility blade. Huge forward finger choil. I mean, I still only get 3 3.25 fingers on this, but this thing's like a little razor blade. It's hollow ground, OS 8A steel. They're Grivery plastic scales, polymer scales. It's got the triad lock. When that thing's locked up, this thing is absolutely solid. So, awesome little utility knife. I've used this quite a bit. Working on a bathroom remodel. I've cut sheetrock with it. I've used it to shave down the side because nothing in my house is square. So I had to shave some off the edge of the sheetrock, make it fit. But yeah, awesome little utility blade. Absolutely dig it. And I got this on sale. Got this off Amazon on sale. This one was like Father's Day sale CIVIVI was having. So wasn't the next one. Another CIVIVI. It's the last one so far for the first half of the year. But it's the CIVIVI Badlands Vagabond. Awesome knife. Really like this. This is 9CR 18 MOV steel. Action is excellent. It's FRN scales. The handle is just like the Ortis, exactly the same. But it's FRN, but it's good FRN. Feels good. I mean, it sounds kind of FRN-ish, but flipper, excellent. Thumb studs, excellent. Almost drop shutty. Again, you got the backspacer, FRM backspacer with hidden lanyard post. Love it. Excellent. Deep carry pocket clip. Pocket clips recessed in the scale. Screws are flush. In and out pocket. Excellent. I've been carrying this a lot since I've gotten it. Again, I got a black blade with OD green scales, but it looks good. I'm digging it. Pretty lightweight. Yeah, the CIVIVI Badlands Vagabond. And like I said, if you know what the Ortis is, it's the exact same handle. This is a drop point blade. The Ortis has a clip point blade and a deployment hole instead of thumb studs. But yeah, I don't know which one I like better. My Ortis is black, I'm black. I really like this one. Yeah, the Badlands Vagabond. And that brings us to the last knife I just got a few days ago. And it is the Victorinox Tinker. Now you watch my videos, I have a Victorinox hiker that I carry all the time. Right now it's in my I have a little wax canvas EDC pouch from Hide and Drink. They're on Amazon. And I carry that in that pouch, you know, for a while now. And I like it. So the Tinker is exactly the same as the hiker, except for the hiker has the saw blade. Otherwise, they both have a large blade. The small blade, I call them a pencil sharpener. You have can opener with a small flathead screwdriver on it. You have bottle opener with a flathead screwdriver wire stripper. Then on the other side, Phillips head screwdriver. And you have the all reamer punch. That thing comes in handy. I use it all the time. Plus you have your toothpick and tweezers on the end. And this is probably going to take the place of the hiker because this is 2 layers instead of 3, and it's a little bit lighter. And I don't need that saw all the time. And I forgot one thing though. Back in June, early June, I bought one other thing. Not really a knife, but it's cool. And I did a video on it. And it is the Ontario Camper 12-inch camper machete. Pretty awesome. I basically bought this to clear the trails in the woods by our house. They get overgrown. I can take this over and chop the brush down. But yeah, this is, I can't remember what steel it is. It's high carbon. But yeah, it's got a black coating on it, orange handle, so I don't set it down and lose it, because that'd be just like me. But yeah, I did buy that. It was like 23 bucks, and then I had to pay 10 bucks for a sheath. Nothing special about this. Nylon. It's got a belt loop on it. Now I put my more basic on here. I clip it down in the belt clip down in there, and I got a piece of Velcro on the sheath, and I hooked that there. So I have this and my more attached to it, the basic 511, and that's an orange handle one also. So that's my little going over clearing the trail setup. Yeah, so that is absolutely it. It's all the knives I've gotten so far this year, from January to June, the first half of 2021. And yeah, this video is way long, but I guess that's it. If you like this video, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and until the next video, bye.